Goalkeeper is senior number 1, Austin Williams. Midfield, junior number 3, Jake Thomas. Defense, senior number 4, Mohammed Musa. Midfield, senior number 5, Anthony Wong. Midfield, senior number 6, Gavin Lee. Defense, senior number 8, Nate Hansen. Forward, senior number 9, Aaron Mackel. Midfield, junior number 10, Devin Paddleford. Forward, senior number 11, Dylan Phelp. Defense, senior number 19, Eagan Gandhi. Defense, senior number 20, Jordan Michaels. The Royals assistant coach this evening is Ryan Daniel. The head coach of the Woodbury Royals is Joe Quintalali. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our visitors to Wildcat Stadium this evening, the Woodbury Royals. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats. The goalie, senior captain, number 0, Luke Anderson. Midfield, junior number 5, Hans Broman. Defense, junior number 8, Jacob Frost. Forward, senior number 9, Evan Loberg. Attacker, senior number 10, Philip Caputo. Forward, junior number 11, Vincent Caparelli. Attacker, senior number 17, Captain Emilio Herrera. Attacker, senior number 18, Captain Adrian Morales. Defense, senior number 20, Carter Weber. Defense, junior number 21, Andrew McNair. And defense, sophomore number 23, Nicholas Cron. The Wildcat assistant coaches are Trevor Hill and Jorge Silva. The head coach of the Eagan Wildcats is Tim Foley. Ladies and gentlemen, your Eagan Wildcats. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag at the north end of Wildcat Stadium as we honor America. We invite you to join in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held wrapped the twilight's last gleaming, whose vast stripes and bright stars through the perilous sky. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang quiet stripes bursting came through without a doubt that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, Wildcat fans, to Wildcat Stadium for the first soccer game of this 2019 season. This is Gus Broman this evening bringing you the game. We just got through the introductions for the teams. The visiting team today is Woodbury Royals. Starting in nets for Woodbury is Austin Williams. In defense is number 3, Jake Thomas, number 4, Mohammed Musa, number 5, Anthony Wong, number 6, Gavin Lee, number 8, Nate Hansen, number 9, Aaron McCall, number 10, Devin Paddleford, 11, Dylan Phelp, 19, Ian Gandhi, number 20, Jordan Michaels. For your Wildcats tonight, in nets is senior captain, goalkeeper Luke Anderson. In midfield, number 5, Hans Broman. Number 8, Jacob Frost, playing defense, probably outside defense. Number 9 up top is Evan Loberg. Number 10, Philip Caputo. We expect to see him in the center midfield. Number 11, Vince Caparelli will probably be playing on the outside midfield. We'll have to see where Coach Tim Foley puts him. Number 17, Captain Emilio Herrera, will be playing up top. Number 18, Captain Adrian Morales, also playing up top. Carter Weber, number 20, will be playing an outside back position. Number 21, Andrew McNair, will be playing a center back. Number 23, Nicholas Cron, will also be a center back. This is an exciting day in Wildcat soccer history. This is let me do a quick ad, the 4th coach of all of Eagan is starting his coaching career tonight. His name is Tim Foley. He's a former coach of the year for Eagan Wave Soccer. He came from Concordia Academy. He's coached there for several years. He's also coached the varsity over at Tartan. But he was hired in the off season when one-time coach Ozturk took a assistant women's coaching position for the University of Tennessee. You see, he had coached the women's team here at Eagan for, I believe, 6 years. 3 of those years they won the state tournament. Last year they played in the 3rd place game and won. But last season he was the only high school coach in the state of Minnesota to coach both the girls and the boys team. Therefore, when he put in his resignation just a mere month and a half ago, athletic director Sandy Setter was put in a predicament to hire 2 head coaches, one for the girls team and one for the boys team. As mentioned, Tim Foley took the boys head coach position, and Sherry Lenz took the girls varsity position. Before the game starts, the red team tonight will be the officials. It'll be Connor Tobin in the center. Paul Kamani will be running AR number 1, and Josh Edelstein will be running AR number 2. One of the great changes this year, the South Suburban Conference requested that the teams are lined up opposite of the fans. This is fantastic from a officials' perspective, because then they can talk to the coaches without hearing the parents. It's also effective for the parents. They can easily see the athletes from this side as well. A little bit more difficult communication from the press box down to the field, but nonetheless, it is more efficient to bring the communication and separate any disagreements when they come. As mentioned, it looks like Vince Caparelli will be playing on the right midfield. Carter Weber will be playing right midfield. Cron center back along with Andy McNair. Woodbury has had a good history of soccer over there. In recent years, their second team, East Ridge, has made it to state several times, both in the same school district as well as Park Cottage Grove. Ball coming back. Cron trying to play to the outside. A good ball. It stays in this time of year. Doesn't quite stay in. Grass is in some of the best shape ever when you have your first game. Thought that'd be able to stay in bounds. Throw in taken by Gandhi down the line. Marked up by Hans Broman. Got the ball but couldn't distribute it. Ball cleared. Throwing again for Gandhi. Looks like they don't quite have a long throw-in, so they look to just play the possession game, go to the corner. Arms down. Good play by Sebastian. Oh, I didn't announce that Sebastian Morano is starting. If you notice, when he was on defense there, he put his arms behind his body to make sure he wasn't called for penalty kick. Oh, now they are going for a long throw. It's up in the air. Gathered in. It's rattling around. Good clear. Good poke out. Bit of a scramble. Roseville continues to take pressure. Gathered in by Anderson. It's good to see the defense of the Wildcats marking up touch tight on that. Ball's in the air. Gathered in by Broman. Settled to the outside. Let's see if the Wildcats can play a little possession here and keep the ball. Still a bit of scramble and all right, Caputo gathering the ball in, playing it to space in hopes that Morales can outrun everyone, but a little bit ambitious there. And Adrian, nice play. Coach Foley likes to play a high-pressure game up front. He'll be subbing quite a bit, and I like to see that. Ooh, first shot of the year. I like it. But, yeah, what you'll see from the Wildcats this year and in the next decade is with Tim Foley coaching, they're going to be pressuring hard. And hockey, they call it forechecking. But he wants to run those forwards and get them going. And many times team tries to hide players in the outside back position, so he will pressure those defenders. Great steal by Cron, put into the middle by Broman. Ooh, this could be trouble. McNair picks it up, tries clearing it, goes to Lee, to Hansen on the outside. Felf is trying to get possession, and a foul is called. Expecting a two-person wall from this angle. It's a tough angle. Can't quite play like a corner kick because you can get it on frame from here. Aaron McCall will be taking the kick. Looks like a left-footed kick, of course, so he can hope to put it on the frame. The AR sees that the Wildcats are cheating it in a little bit. Good play by Paul Kamani. It's good to see an assistant referee taking charge and doing that. It isn't just one official on the field. It's good to see an experienced AR taking charge there, making sure 10 is given. Ball's up, goes through Anderson's hands, and thankfully it goes to McNair. Caparelli tries to close in. Ooh, danger avoided. Throwing Wildcats. Fortunate play there for the Wildcats. Good pressure. That's a pressure we like to see. Ball's crossed in. Throwing Raiders. A little disappointed that the Wildcats really haven't connected on 3 passes. We really need to get some possession here. Oh, my goodness. Great save there. Boy, that was Dane Loberg coming all the way back from playing up top to save a goal there. Fantastic play there. Quick release. Let's see if we can get something from here. Just get 3 passes going, guys. Unlucky. 2 and out of play. That was big play by Dane Loberg coming back on that hard pressure to help back on the defense. Loberg broke his toe at the end of the summer season, so this is actually his first game back since beginning of July. Good to see him out on the pitch again. A little delay here. Seems like the Wildcats just don't have any guys posting up and looking for the ball. No one's moving off the ball. They need to be a little bit more hungry when they don't have the ball to work for it. They're just expecting the passes to come to their feet. Referee Tobin calls a foul on the Wildcats. Second, third foul of the game. It'd be good if Loberg could get in front of this. Just, if nothing else, usually if you're 10 yards away, even when you're that far back, at least what you're doing is preventing a visual for the kicker. Because then without someone up top there, they can see the entire field. Left-footed cross. Headed in. Anderson comes way out with a great punch to get it out of. And a red card. I did not see what happened there. I called it a great punch. All I saw was a punch on the ball, and a red card means that the Wildcats will be playing one player short, and that's an ejection for Luke Anderson. This also means it'll be a penalty kick for the Royals. Boy, so backup goaltender junior Jake Witt is in the game. That's a fine how do you do, an introduction to varsity soccer. You come in and you're in the net for a penalty kick. They're counting the player. Josh Edelstein, the assistant AR, finds out that he's heads up and understands that the Wildcats are not playing a player short. Contacts Connor, who's doing the center, and Hans Broman coming off the field. We're down to 10. All right, in these penalty kick situations, the goaltender does what they can to guess what side they're going to be going to. If it's a left-footed kicker, generally they go to the right side of the left side of the net to try to bend it around. But we can't see the kicker's eyes. Only Jake Witt can, and basically you just have to go after it one side or the other. So we'll see how Jake Witt does. And the kick is off, and he goes high up the middle. Goal for the Royals. 1-0 off of a penalty kick. So now the Wildcats will be playing one man short the remainder of the game due to that red card. So while we saw a punch to the ball, Connor, I guess, saw something different. The penalty kick scored by number 9, Aaron McCall, off the penalty kick. And now we'll see if the Wildcats can string together a couple passes. Now it's 3. Wildcats finally get 3 passes together, and the center referee, Tobin, calls it back. Might have been an advantage situation. He'll be dealing with some attitudes after red carding within the first 6 minutes. Okay, it looks like Wildcats are looking for a monster long ball, and clearly the Royal can't count 10 yards because he's standing 6 yards away, which is pretty easy to see when you have huge white football lines on the stadium field. All right. Ooh, running up. Ooh, nice play off the head by Melgar. Caputo going after it, getting it done to the outside, and he calls a kick. Tobin is awfully early with the whistle. I mean, before you can even play an advantage, he blows it dead. Makes me wonder if it was an early whistle on that penalty kick. Once again, the Royals display they can't count to 10. Center referee Tobin brings him back to the line. It'll be Caputo. I would expect him to try to be putting it on the frame here. Right at the wall. Defended well. Carter Weber comes in to take it away. See if we can get a little possession here. Moreno is doing a good job keeping possession. Nice ball by Cron, playing it back. Caparelli thought he had a guy back there, didn't quite have it, so throw in Royals. Cron, nice touch to Moreno. Ooh, nice touch there by... Oh, very nice ball to the outside. Vince should take it to the corner. Passes it early. Very nice. Morales taking it over. Crosses it in. Dangerous ball. Left-footed shot. Blocked. And a shot right to the goalie. Good shot. Royals seem to have settled down a little bit. A lot of new players here. It's basically from last year's team. It's Herrera and Moreno, Caputo, and that was all who played on the varsity squad last year, so a lot of new faces for the Wildcats. Good to see the energy on the Wildcat bench. Look at them. They're all standing up. Looks like Morales got a yellow card. Morales has been quite involved in there. I think Morales was a bit frustrated not only with the red card but in recent times getting fouled. But Field Mitchell, I believe, is on the field for the Wildcats. My apologies. Field is his older brother. That is Owen Mitchell. That looked like a handball there, and they called it. Ball set. See, that's one of those things where the younger parents of young soccer players get all upset, you know, when there's a handball and they go, "Oh, you didn't mean to touch it." But if it goes off the hand and it changes the direction of play, they're going to call that. So, ironically enough, that was called on Moreno. And if you remember when it was inside the box, Moreno made sure his hands were behind his back to make sure that wasn't called for a penalty kick. And ironically enough, see, there's one of those calls where the Wildcats clearly have the ball. They're coming out. There's space of 20 yards. But Tobin feels like he needs to whistle it down. It would have been nice to be able to play advantage, play on, and continue on with that play. Soccer is the only sport where the referee can decide in the middle of the play whether to call it or not. For instance, in basketball, if a foul is committed at midcourt, yet the player could continue on and dunk the basketball, the referee will not whistle it dead. All right. Center referee Connor Tobin having some words with Owen Mitchell. This could be a highlight reel for Connor Tobin, how much he's being involved in this game here, especially with that early red card foul. Owen heckling the goalie, pressuring that. Jacob Frost running to the sideline. Great ball. He let that go instead of trying to settle it down. Substitutions are coming in for the Wildcats. Herrera coming in, one of the captains. Isaac Gingrich coming in as the outside mid for Vince Caparelli. Owen Mitchell going off the field, and Jack Bland will be replacing him. Great quick free kick, and Tobin wants to whistle it again for his highlight reel, bringing it back. Ball is dead. I believe Tobin just wanted it exactly in the spot where the foul occurred. Interesting flow of the game. The flow was completely dominated by the Royals. That surprising red card foul happened, penalty kick, and ever since then, the Wildcats actually have been keeping possession, at least keeping it in the offensive third here. Great ball by Carter Weber, possessing it. Out to Jacob Frost, keeping it blue, and Philip Caputo distributes quickly to Jack Bland, and this ball goes for a Wildcat throw-in, going to be taken by Jacob Frost, looking for a quick throw-in to Moreno, keeps the ball, falls down, and a foul is called by Connor Tobin. So this should probably be taken by a right-footed kicker, try to bend it in either on the frame or to some blitzing Wildcats running in. Caputo will be taking it, so my guess is he's going to go to upper right-hand corner. Try to test Austin Williams a little bit. So Caputo looks at the frame, just a bit high. Austin Williams knows his post. Great job by the ball boys tonight, getting the balls to the athletes as quick as possible. Coming into the game is number 4, Carlos Melgar for Carter Weber. Carlos will be playing right outside back. Weber had a good first 15 minutes, good touches, touch tight. Good job by Gingrich. Getting touch tight and heckling. Okay. Throwing for the Royals. Gandhi throwing it in. Nice one touch by Paddleford. Back in. Boy, the Royals sure do a nice job between McCall and Paddleford. Just a nice 1-2 and moving it quickly up the field. Paddleford going up the middle. Broken up by McNair. And Moreno doesn't quite get it to where we need it to go. Brought back in. And McCall crossing it in. Big left foot. Oh, wow. Dylan Felth was on that far post. Jacob Witt saw it go over his head. I'm kind of surprised Felth couldn't get a foot on it. Crossed in to Wong. And it's a good clear by Jack Bland. Kind of a reset now. Musa for the Royals gathers it in to the outside back. Over to Michaels in. Let's see if the Wildcats can get that back in. And the assistant referee is actively engaged. Calls a handball. Calls a handball on the Royals, and it's a direct free kick for the Royals. It's kind of inconsequential from this point. Not many high school boys can put it in from 70 yards. Wayne Rooney might take a crack at it, but we'll see if the Wildcats are just going to bomb it or go for a short one. And they go for a short one. Jacob Frost on the touch line. Nice little move. Buys him a little space. Loses it. And it goes back to Frost. Touch. Ooh. A little more communication needed by the Wildcats. Seems like when they go for a pass, by the time they get it to them, it's just they have a guy on them again. They just need to pass while they can and get it to their player earlier. Be a Wildcat throw-in for Isaac Gingrich. Nope, he'll defer. Defer to Melgar. Usually the outside back will be taking those throw-ins. Into Moreno. Nice job by Melgar. Moreno's really doing a good job shielding the ball off of McCall's foot. That'll be a Wildcat throw-in. Taken by Melgar. It's in to Emilio. Bland gets one touch on it. Good job, good. They're digging in hard. I like hearing Connor Tobin, center referee, talking to the boys instead of just blowing the whistle. All right, fans wanted a call there. I didn't quite see it, but Paddleford is taking it in, walks it in. Good steal by McNair. Left foot, little soft on the out. Oh my goodness, gathered in by Hansen. Crosses a big cross. Let's see what Gingrich can do. Yep, just shadows him. It's in, header, and Jake Witt bounces off the hands, off the feet, gathers it in. Quick distribution. I like that distribution. Let's see what Frost can do with the ball. Turns it over to Lee. Now look at the Woodbury. They just do the quick 1-2. They just know the player's going to get there, so they just get it there. If you look, the ball will, big shot off the post, hits the woodwork by Paddleford. If you just look a little bit, if you see the Royals will just do a quick 1-2. They pass it where it's going to be. Watch the Wildcats. They'll gather it in, and then they touch it, and then look where it's going to go. It's usually a 2 or 3 touch. They need to speed the game up a little bit as the Royals are doing. And it's a foul by the Royals. Musa for the, foul on the Wildcats, and the Royals will be taking the kick. Big ball, Andrew McNair deflects it to the outside to Gingrich. Has confidence in Cron, backs it up. Basically free balls it out to midfield. Nice job. Great pressure by Herrera. I like that pressure. Sub coming in. Riley coming in, Jack Riley coming in, and Jacob Frost is out. It's ball by Moreno. Caputo. All right, he's taking it. Holds on to it a little long. All right, Tobin makes the call. See, the difference here is Wildcats are just holding on to it just too long, and we're just not getting the flow that we need to get upfield. Sure, we'll get the foul, but we just can tell that these guys haven't quite played many games together, and obviously Woodbury hasn't either. It's the first game of the season, but I expect to see in games to come a little bit more 1-2 passing, going to the outside. Quick ball by Caputo, off the feet. Now it's going to be a counterattack. Felth gathering it for the Royals. Great tackle by Caputo, just delaying the counterattack. Immediate throw in to Bland, playing it back. There we go. Now look at that, a little 1-2 passing, 3 passes in a row. Kind of lost it there. Held on a little bit long by Moreno. See what, all right, we're gathering it. All right, Moreno, quick turn. All right, we just need to be knowing where we're going to pass it before it comes to you. Paddleford walking in. Nice break up there by Melgar. Boy, the Royals just want that ball. They're just hungry for it. Paddleford once again touching that ball between Paddleford and McCall. They're really controlling the play up the middle there. All right, throw in for the Royals. Wildcats have a sub to come in, but can't sub unless it's their own throw in or a goal kick. All right, ball's in, off, and Tobin calls a foul. Hard whistle on Moreno. It's going to be a kick. This one will be taken by Gandhi. And looks like Wildcats learned their math from the Royals, giving them 6 yards, and they're back in Gingrich up the 10. Gavin Lee's taking the kick. Expect a bending right footer. Cross. Straight ball. Witt's coming out for it. Last time we saw that, it was a red card. Thankfully, nothing was called there. Usually you want to punch at as a keeper. Witt had an open hand there. Foul on the Royals. Coming out. All right. Kind of a hoping through ball there. Like to see the Wildcats either play it to the flanks. Oop, there you go. Tobin's bringing out another yellow. Yellow card for number 20, Jordan Michaels. Number 10, not knowing the math. As an official, nothing bothers me more than see that unsportsmanlike conduct when a foul is committed. There's really only 3 options here. You know it's a foul, so you either don't know how to count, you don't know to 10, you don't know that you need to give 10, or you're unsporting. This is unsporting behavior by number 10 here, backing him up. Clearly, you see 2 lines, 5 yards apiece. Now he's back out there. Paddleford gives him 13 yards. It's a low ball to no one other than the Royals. Caputo comes back to gather up his pass. There he goes. Going on the left side. He's right-footed. Look at that. Those moves. Serving in early. Nope, we need a serve in early. But we're passing around a little bit. And it's bouncing out. All right, we'll see if Cron's going to get it. Oh, good job. Good pressure there. Great job by the ball boys. Cron does not know where back to the yellow line. He played football last year for the Wildcats, so it's good to know he knows what the yellow lines are too. All right, Moreno pressuring hard. All right. It's going to be a substitution for the Royals here. Enrique Rios will be coming in along with 18. Not sure what number that is. I appreciate the sportsmanship of the Royals. As an assistant referee or even as a player, when you look over to the sideline and you see a color, you assume that it's a player. But if you notice, all of the Royals have pennies on the bench. Wildcats, it's a sea of blue. So you can, at a glance, you might think that you have a player as an option. Cron lets the crown of the field roll it out of bounds, takes the throw in, up in the air, gathered in. Melgar can't quite control it, but almost does. All right, Herrera gathers it, and it's out. Wildcat throw in. Gingrich has the ball. The first to Melgar. Melgar takes it up 4 or 5 yards. All right, there you go. All right, Owen, we need to use the width here more, boys. To Bland, very nice ball. There you go. There's a string of 4 passes, a cross in to No one, but hey, it looked like soccer there. Early cross by Gingrich. No one was quite up front. Blind pass by Melgar. That was ill-advised. If you don't know who's there, you might not want to heel it because now it's a massive counterattack for the Royals. Breaking in, and thank you, Andrew McNair. Breaks up the play. Poor first touch by Enrique Rios. Gathers it in. All right, Jack Riley out to Jack Bland. And we have 4 passes in a row. Looked like here that Morales might have been free. Bland gathers it in again. I like Bland's playing. He's just controlling it and not just kicking it. It's better, instead of just kicking it somewhere, just gather it and see if you have an option. Still best to have a quick early option. Cron gathers it in. Trying to play with the right. Plays it over to McNair. Left foot to Bland, who doesn't quite settle it down. Riley gets it. Call is made by center Tobin. All right. There's about 14 and a half minutes left. Jack Riley will be taking the kick. All right, up to Jack Bland. Great touch, great early flick. Gingrich can't quite get to it. And, of course, McCall gets to the ball early, and it's a breakaway for number 11, Felth. And he puts it on the turf, a bit of a hospital ball, and Witt makes the save. All right, distribution with the big kick. Morales gets a head on it, flicks it to their defense. Royals regroup. All right, there's going to be some runners here. Great step by Andrew McNair. We've got to keep it blue. We'll be white the other games as we play it away. Referee makes the call. And Herrera's going to look for a quick kick. And it's a quick kick. See if Gingrich can get under it. Can't quite. Rolls out of play. Ball gets thrown back in. Gandhi throws it in to McCall, of course. Ooh, he almost off to the races again. Felth has had 2-3 opportunities. That one, he had that opportunity because he was offside. The offside call made by AR1, Paul Kamani. Here we go. It's a offside, so that is an indirect free kick, which means it has to be touched before it goes into a goal. It's now touched, so now it can go into the goal. Probably won't. Jack Riley sees space. Oh, we're just not quite executing, not quite getting the passes there. There's a man open. Melgar was open on the flank, but it went to the Royals. Jack Bland hustling hard, doesn't quite get to the ball. All right, good pickup there. Ball's there. All right. Can't quite hold on to it. Morales is doing a bit of a post up there. That was good ball. All right, good pickup by Bland, and it'll be a substitution. Andrew McNair coming out. Colin Roberts will be playing center back. McNair is out. Very good first half. The first half for McNair playing at the varsity level. He's proved a lot from last year's JV team. He's really making better decisions. Played real solid there. Great flick on. Gingrich comes inside, can't quite get to it. Melgar, ball goes over his head. Good job. Great gather in by Herrera, coming back, getting heckled, getting grabbed, and they make the call. And it's a quick kick off of his head. Another foul is called. Went right off of Caputo's head, and Tobin thankfully was alert and saw that the play restarted and called the other foul. And clearly, once again, does he not understand the rules? You need 10 yards, can't count to 10, or is he unsporting? If I was Connor Tobin, the yellow card would be coming out. That's the 4th time Paddleford can't count to 10 or doesn't know the rules. All right, the wall is made. It's a 3-man wall. Caputo, let's see if he's going frame or if he's looking to bend it. Straight chip in, head. Oh, great head. Great head by, who was it? It was Gingrich. Good job by Isaac. Gathered in by Austin Williams. The Royals playing it in. Good job by Caputo. All right. And good touch tight. They still get out of it. If you got 2 guys on the side, we got to somehow get the ball there. Isaac, come on, play big, play big. There you go. Way to get your feet on it. And the foul is called on Gingrich. All right. I do like, some people might complain on the South Suburban sending the players on the other side. It really is nice. You can really see who's involved in the game. Separate scorekeepers are over there. It really is efficient. Straight up in the air. Ball by Melgar. Caputo comes back, heckling on defense. I really like how Caputo's coming back and taking responsibility on defense. Crosses it in, and that's just touched wide. Oh, it was actually deflected. Paddleford's kick was bounced wide. Looks like it'll be Aaron McCall will be kicking the ball. It's a left-footed, and also you can sub on corner kicks. Hans Broman is coming in for Herrera. Herrera just had a great first half there. I liked what he was doing, looking for the quick passes, coming back hard on defense. Head out, Broman on the ball, doesn't quite get it. Still in for the Royals, shadow marking, and it forces the early cross, and Witt gathers it in. Great job. Great job there. Let's see if the Wildcats can string another 3-4 passes together. Out to Melgar. Play it earlier, boys. There you go. To Bland. Play it early. Unlucky. And it goes back to the Royals, who reset it. Chip it out of bounds. And Connor Roberts, number 3. Hans Broman back in. He actually had to come out when during the red card, because you have to play a player short and you don't need to play a goalie short. And ooh, wow, a good sprint in by Morales. All right, I'm not going to lie. Every time I see Morales, I'm thinking of Dennis Morales, who graduated, went on to have a collegiate career at North Central. And they're coming in. The Royals are coming in. Looks for a cross. Great defense. Great defense by Melgar, just being right there. You know, many times it isn't just getting the ball, it's just visually disturbing the other team from crossing it in. That's exactly what Melgar did. He was coming in on the breakaway, and basically Felth just ran out of real estate, looked for a cross, but Melgar was just touch tight on that defense. That was a great ball. Felth must have seen something else. If I was on the field, I would have taken a shot on the frame to just put it on the goal, see what happens. Throw in for the Royals. Jake Riley taking it in. Jack Bland, Hans Broman, header to midfield, goes to the Royals. About 6.5 minutes left. Goes back to the Royals. Royals, ooh, big gap in the middle there. And Cron steps in, doesn't quite get the ball. Good shadow box. Ooh, looks like a breakaway here for McCall. Gingrich, nice defense. Oh, Witt. Initial save, gathers it in. The rule is, though, even if you have a pinky on the ball, the opposition cannot kick it. So Witt did a good job always having a paw on that ball. Hans is showing. Broman to the outside. Look at this. This is looking like soccer. That is 4 passes in a row for the Wildcats. Broman looks to the outside. Gingrich should be looking overlap. Look at this. Now we got something going, Wildcats. There you go. Settle it down. Ooh, and then we lose it. Unlucky. Melgar to the Royals. We'll be white next week, but unfortunately it goes. Oh, here we go. Gingrich, Melgar. Oop. Can't play the ball on the ground, but Connor does, and he catches that. Good job by Tobin. Quick early kick. Caputo gets the ball. It'll have to go to his right foot. Goes away. Goes out to the flank to Jack Riley. Gathers it in to Jack Bland. Jack Bland will make a good decision. He's made quite a few good decisions, keeping it blue. Melgar, ambitious kick to the inside. Morales, great touch. Very good creative ball there. Looks to flick it up and over. That was a nice little series by the Wildcats there. Very nice. Good little series. Ball goes out. Jack Riley heads it in. Hans Broman can't quite settle it in. Goes to the Royals. Very nice. Gingrich can't quite settle it down. What needs to happen, we need a little bit better marking in the middle and pushing it to the outside. The Wildcats' best form was really on that outside where just getting some guys, an overlapping run, playing it to the corner. Gingrich, very nice first session for varsity time there. He did a nice job. Subbing in is Dane Loberg. It looks like he'll be playing a right wing position. All right. Goes into Cron, to Melgar, to Cron. Oh, my goodness. Awfully dangerous. And now we could be off to the races. Thankfully, quick defense by Cron. McCall's quest for a goal is aborted there. Royals once again getting that ball to Paddleford. And it's Witt. Oh, great leg save there. Picks it up. Very nice. Great quick distribution. Keep it to the outside. Keep it to the outside. Can't quite get it. All right. Wildcats just need to move off the ball a lot quicker. It looks like a bunch of pylons out there. When we had the series going, they were moving. There you go. Loberg to the outside and quick back. Unlucky. Doesn't quite connect with Caputo. Going to McCall. Crosses it in. Oh. Not sure how that wasn't a penalty kick, but that all looked pretty good. Roberts did a nice job defending. He went down, then the Royals went down. No foul is called, and a goal kick. Corner kick, I guess. All right, we'll see what kind of defense it is. Looking for a counterattack. Morales is up top. Having one guy up top puts the Royals, bringing two guys back. The exposure is on the near post. The Wildcats don't have anyone on the near post here. And it's a head ball. Goes right to the near post. Jake Witt is right there. Musa puts it on the frame. Paddleford comes in. And it's a Royal throw-in. 2:30. The Wildcats haven't even had a throw-in deep in the Royal territory. They just... All right. See, ooh, it's a nice one-touch back. All right, let's carry it up. Caputo will gather it in for a while. Great ball to Bland. Just buy some time to Broman, looking for the outside. All right, now we got a little overlapping run. Good form. No need to kick it early. Goes to the Wildcats. This should be a big throw by Broman here. All right. This should be an early throw-in just over the defense. You cannot be offsides on a throw-in. This should go right over Moose's head to Morales. Morales is moving a little bit early. Should be coming in. Broman should put it inside the box. It goes inside. Morales isn't there, but we get the ball back. Dangerous ball. Nice touch to Caputo. Caputo goes down. No foul called. And they're coming back. All right, sprinting out is Enrique Rios. Great hustle back by Jack Bland. Good team defense. To Broman, to the outside. Got to get it out there quicker. And they're off to the races yet again. Felth is in there. Will he shoot? He shoots this time. Goes wide. Actually, it was saved by Jake Witt. Great save, and it goes out for a corner kick. A minute left. 1 minute left. All right, goalie's center Connor Tobin is pointing for a near corner, so it'll be a right-footed in-swinger. take a good 20 seconds to get over to that corner. Looks like they're playing for a last shot situation in basketball. All right, number 9, Aaron McCall will be taking it. He's actually outswinging it. And Jake Witt comes in. Ball bounces out, 28 seconds left. Good come by Jack Bland, coming out strong. Chips it in, a header. Jake Witt gets it, gathers it in. 20 seconds, that'll be the half. Jake will kick it far, looks for one last sprint. Broman getting the ball, wouldn't be a bad spot for all right, playing it out wide. 3, 2, 1, and that's your first half, Wildcat fans. Some decent showings by some of the players. In general, as a collection, Wildcats just didn't quite have the good shape and weren't playing it wide as much as they could or should. Look to see a little bit more possession come the second half. The one goal that was scored this half was a penalty kick. Luke Anderson, senior captain goalie, was called for a red card for punching a player. I'm looking at Connor Tobin out in the middle of the field, and he's waving his arm like a chicken wing, claiming that Anderson elbowed and then kind of went up for the punch. But I got to say, in my 40 years of soccer, it's the first time I've seen a goalie called that early for punching a player when he did punch the ball. So we'll have to see what happens on that. The Wildcats are this is their first non-conference game. They also play the Roseville Raiders this Saturday at Wildcat Stadium. So we'll have to see how that goes. The sun's coming in. All right, and we'll be back after the halftime break. Second half is starting. It was a Wildcat kick. Moving it to the outside. Carter Weber back in the game. Looks like this is a mix of the who started the game and who subbed in. And we'll just kind of keep that flow going here. It's 0-1 for the Royals. And got clipped, got his feet taken out from him. Paddleford goes down. Moreno. All right. Edelstein marks it off to 10. See, at least Caputo gave it a general effort. It was 8.5, but Edelstein really wanted to use that St. Thomas degree and mark off the 10. 10 is given. McCall crosses it in. Witt over the bar. Nice punch. So glad there wasn't a Royal running in. Could have been another red card. Talked to some of the other folks at halftime about the red card, and they just saw two fists going up and saw the ball kicked out. This will be interesting. The Royals are trying to take a corner from both sides. All right, game's a little bit more fun with just one ball. Now they're going to do a right-footed in-swinger. No one on the far post now for the Wildcats. They're marking up. The ball goes to the 18. McNair causes some grief and a nice shank, and it'll be a goal kick. Off the ball. McCall, a little ambitious. Witt will be taking the goal kicks. It's always nice when you have a goalie who's taking these kicks. 5-10 years ago, they'd always have defenders take it, but it allows you to have another player upfield. Witt and Evan Loberg can't quite get ahead on it. And McNair, nice, good early challenge. It's what you want to see from the backs, just early challenges. Just get on their back and get the ball right away. Once they get that ball and turn, they're going. All right, and Caputo's going down. He has it on the inside, takes the ball in, good tackle. Parker Bryan gets the ball, clears it out for the Royals. All right, Caputo's not loving life and wants to talk to somebody about that. Center referee Connor Tobin is jogging over here. I guess it'll be a throw-in, or it seems like everyone has forgotten what happened. Tobin better. Now it's a drop ball, asked to send it to the keeper. Things need to sharpen up here a little bit. I'm not exactly sure. Connor, if you're going to be talking to a player, the ball should be stopped, but goalie comes out of the net. Out of the 18, nice touch by Weber. And Caputo goes down. Going to look for an early kick. Is it worth it? Can't quite see Loberg. Evan was making the run, couldn't quite get it to him. And it's an early ball. This should be going to Witt. Witt will be coming up. He comes up. McNair needs to be careful on that. That's I mean, if you're not within touching distance of the ball, they can call obstruction there. If not a push, especially after seeing a red card call that none of us saw. Got to be careful on that. Got to be within the ball distance if you're going to be making a play like that. All right, it's going to the outside. Felth has the ball. McNair gets it for a moment. Felth, wow. Puts it in the grass. Now, that's his 5th opportunity. He does not look confident around the goal, Felth, but thankfully Witt could gather it in. Frost takes it down the line, goes out of bounds. Throw in Royals. All right, so in the back we have who started the game, Carter Weber. And all right, yeah, usually the coach will not sub in the back. Caputo going in. Good tackle. Good clean tackle. Thankfully, they just pass it right back to Jack Bland. Is it a shot? It's a shot, not on frame, but hey, we settled it in. Looks like the Wildcats are subbing. It'll be Colin Roberts will be coming in. I'm guessing Colin Roberts usually plays a center back position, so I'm guessing Andrew McNair will be coming out. I don't know if I'm not sure why they don't let him sub in. It's Connor just wants to keep the game going and won't allow the sub for some reason. So we'll just continue on. Now it's a goal kick. Let's see if we're allowed to sub now. And there's a substitution. Josh Edelstein doesn't call it. I guess no sub again. All right, goes to the Wildcats. All right, picked up. Sebastian does a nice job. Goes to the outside. Loberg, nice touch to Weber. Inside. Inside to congestion. Good job. Ooh, very nice ball by Herrera to Loberg. And it's out. It'll be another option. Let's see if the sub is allowed in now. Nope. Seems like we cannot get a sub here, but we just throw it in and we just keep the ball going. All right. Goes to Jack Bland to the flank. Take it to the corner all the way in, all the way down to Bland. It's a goal kick. I'm guessing now he'll allow a sub. And at the fourth opportunity for the substitution, Colin Roberts is allowed in, and he does go in for Andrew McNair. He goes in and all right, goal kick taken by Austin Williams, up in the air, header flick, good gather by Cron, left-footed kick. Cron goes down hard, pops back up, and the ball's back in. We're really grateful to have such good ball boys. Ooh, that was a quick throw-in. Not sure if he kept both feet down or not, but we're worried about other things, I guess. Fantastic defense there. Moreno's just playing really well in that center defensive midfield position. Good defense. Now let's keep it blue now, Caputo. There you go. Nice quick turn. Little advances it on, looking for a pass, and here comes another yellow card. Flips it out. All right, the clock has stopped. You know, the thing that I, as a lifelong soccer fan, player, coach, referee, it just bugs me that at the world level, it's always a guess at how much time it is. I love the high school game. Just stop the clock, issue the cards, deal with the injuries. Once it's all taken care of, you'll see him start the clock, and here we go. It's the way it should be for MLS, World Cup. Shouldn't be a mystery as to how much time is left. So, all right, back to, all right, it goes out to the flank. And other games, we'll have David Bland, who's an official, and he'll disagree with me, and we'll fight the rest of the year. But there's, I think back to 2 years ago at the state high school championship game, it was down to a countdown, and the Eagan Wildcat girls scored with 2 seconds remaining. Ellen Pagoyas puts in a header. It's like a buzzer beater. All the fans, players, they should all know how much time is left in the game. It shouldn't be a mystery to the center, so I appreciate having the public scoreboard in this game. So, all right, it's a kick for the Royals. All right, backing it up. See Jack Bland, thankfully, is causing a little commotion. I always appreciate that. You don't have to touch the ball, but if you're jumping up and visually disturbing it, it's appreciated. Oh, touch, left-footed shot. Jake Witt gathers it in. Jake has really stepped up. I mean, he when you're coming in as a junior, and you know he played some JV last year, but to come in and be ball's going in for the Royals, and a hand save by Witt, out for a corner kick. Back to the accolades of Witt. He came in today. He was planning to be the backup keeper, and he was for 4.5 minutes till the surprising red was called. Came in, got scored on a PK, which is unlikely to save. But ever since then, he's just really locked it down and has just really played solid. solid this whole time. So it's good to see this, see him coming to here. Wildcats now on player on both the outside and the inside. Oh, and they call it a goal. It went right underneath Weber's foot. That's why you have guys on the post. Went right under his foot and in the goal. Josh Edelstein at that AR2 position. He was at the goal line, saw that the entire ball was over the goal line, sprinted toward midfield, signaling a goal. Good job by Edelstein. Unfortunate ball there. That's, you know, I was announcing earlier, is there a guy on the near post? Is there a guy on the far post? If you have a guy on the far post and the near post and it comes to him, that's what they're there for. So it's 0-2 now. Some new faces in there for the Royals now. We got Suazo in there. Another player out there is Lopez. Suazo and Lopez. New first varsity time for them. And Mitchell is out on the left flank there. You know, a little reminder, one of the reasons Wildcats have been having a hard time keeping possession is they are a man down. They've been a man down for basically the entire second half, and then also all but 7 minutes of the first half. All right, quick kick. Comes to Caparelli inside. All right. All right, coming back. Need to make a recovery run. Lopez coming back, and it's over the frame. So a lot of new faces in there. It seems like Foley wants to know what he has in his quiver this year as a team.
Scoring for Woodbury, number 4, Mohamed Musa. The assist, number 9.
That goal was scored by Mohamed Musa off that corner kick. Any of those set pieces, whether it's a corner kick or a throw-in, is real dangerous when it's real close like that. So unfortunate Weber couldn't get a foot on that, but that happens. First game is varsity. Carter just a hard worker. I mean, that won't happen again. I guarantee you that. Good kid and lesson learned, and that's what these non-conference early games are about. So throw in for the Royals. So yeah, as Foley's learning who's where, I see him over on the sidelines, talking to 5-6 guys. So, he's learning who he has in the artillery. It might be tough to see the Wildcats get flow here going with basically 40% new guys out there. Moreno doing a nice job battling that. Plays it outside, a little bit too far, goes out for a Royals throw in. Right, so Royals marching it in, chips it in. All right. Oop, we got to settle that. Oop, good job, Lopez, going for it. I hear Tobin talking to the players. Easy, I appreciate that. Good communication. Owen Mitchell moving it outside. Loses it. Oop, a little grab. Ref doesn't see it. AR doesn't see it. Now he sees it. So it'll be essentially a corner kick, 4 yards off the line. I'm a fan of an in-swinger on these. I've noticed at Woodbury, about 80% of the time we'll do an in-swinger, and 20% will do an out-swinger. Paddleford will be taking it left. He's a lefty, so he'll be doing the in-swinger. Moreno is there to cause a little commotion. And it's a far post, way off, and Witt grabs it, gathers it in. See how we distribute it. Good hustle out there by Suazo. All right. Caparelli adding pressure. Good job. All right. Gather it in to Bland. Little heavy. But it stays in play. It wasn't a little heavy. Good job by Suazo. Back to Frost. Frost goes down. No one. All right. I guess the whole world knew it and a whistle came. So this ball will be taken. Jack Bland, number 13, will be taking it. Once again, I'm sure the Royals will stand 4 yards away. And, yep, thank you. It's good having the ARs. All right, we have some issues. Some shin guards have fallen out. All right, this will be interesting. Josh Edelstein, AR2, finds the shin guard, so someone is either playing illegally or had two pairs on. This will be interesting. Oh, yep. Lopez takes off his shin guards. This will be interesting. If I was a referee, that this shouldn't be happening. I mean, if it's to have both of them off, is I think he entered the game without them being in. And rookie mistake. Actually, you should be cautioned delaying the game like that. That shouldn't be occurring. All right, but back to the play. At least the clock was stopped because we're playing high school ball. Moreno curls it in. Header off a Bland. Goes it to the top of the 18. Cron's coming up to challenge it a little bit to actually keep the, nice service in. Ooh, it's in the, everyone cheers. They call it a goal, but it wasn't. Unlike Edelstein, who was in on that line to call it, Paul Kamani was not on the line, the AR, and he did not call it a goal. Tim Foley off the bench because it seemed like the net wiggled, but it was also his hand. So another unlucky ball for the Wildcats. Obviously, we don't have a good angle up here in the box, but some of the ball was in. His hand was actually in the net, and that's what caused the net to wiggle. Unfortunately, when you're not on that goal line, you can't see if the ball has gone all the way over. And on a close one, you're not going to call it a goal unless you see it. All right, so important for those ARs to make that run all the way down. Whoa, a little wrestling move there. Caparelli goes down. Lee took him down. I'm guessing that wasn't the first battle between the two of them. They won't be on each other's Christmas card list. All right, Cron comes over to take the kick. All right, kick comes in. Ball goes out. All right, Caparelli battling yet again. Unfortunately, he's bounced off. All right. Not sure why Caparelli just threw it aside. It's not like they're leading and time wasting here, but about 25 minutes left in the second half of the first non-conference game. All right, Hughes will be taking the throw in for the Royals. Oh, and it's an illegal throw-in. Always a tough call for a sub coming off the bench to get a illegal throw-in. Owen Mitchell takes the early throw. All right, goes up in the air. He's trying to hit the head of Suazo. All right, to the corner. All right, we're going 15 yards at a time. Now we're at the 20. All right. Now we're calling in some substitutions. Oh, nope, he's not calling it. No subs going in. Lopez battling it. Shot. Jack Bland over the goalie. That's a good ball. That is a great ball. 30 yards out, inside of the foot. I love the discipline, just wanting to keep it on the frame. Many young players just boom it over. Jack played as a sophomore, and obviously some of that talent and experience paid off, how he just wanted to keep it on the frame. And goalie Austin Williams was off his line a little bit. Goes top right over the middle. That is fantastic. Being a player down that we score, it's 1-2 with 24 minutes left. All right. That was fantastic. I like just looking at how he just looked at the frame, wanted to make sure it went right in. Great goal by number 13, Jack Bland, unassisted. All right. All right, touch. All right. All right. Couple unfortunate events. The ball that we think was in off off the net, and then the red card. Great save by Witt. Doesn't gather it. Then he calls it a hand. Boy, was I held. Who knew what was going to be called after that first red card in the first half? Thankfully, it was a call against the Royals. Witt thought was going to gather it in. He sees Owen Mitchell. Nice touch by Owen Mitchell. See if Caputo. Oh, nice chest pass to Caparelli. Caparelli can't quite get it. Looking for some hands action there. Slows him down. Nice job. Without a foul called. Very good job by Caparelli. The Royals looking for a quick touch. All right, take your space, Caparelli. All right, plays it out to Bland. All right, now we get some blue ball touching here, and that's a nice ball over the top. It's still, he's onside. He goes down. It is a penalty kick call. The whole world knows it this time. Interesting, Caputo goes down. Oh, my goodness. What could he call? How can you call an indirect kick on that? That was clearly a trip. Okay, he gathered himself. He put his arm up. And then Connor Tobin realized, okay, I am an experienced official. It's not indirect. It's in the box. It's a penalty kick. And a yellow card. Actually, that was just me visually misunderstanding, and I thought he was calling an indirect kick. He really was giving a yellow card. And in high school, I believe you're required to leave the field if you're given a yellow card. So the backup goaltender for the Royals, Dominic Kuoko, comes in. So who will be taking this penalty kick? Connor Tobin is in a conversation over there with Paul Kamani. Paul Kamani is an experienced official. As an AR, I've appreciated him hopping on the field. He did not make it down to the end line on the one ball that we think went in the net for the Wildcats, but we'll see. It appears that Caputo earned the penalty kick, and he will be taking the penalty kick. So this is the second penalty kick of the game. So the Wildcat players are up and off the bench, excited to see what's going on here. Caputo addresses the ball, right foot kick, nicely placed. Textbook, on the ground, in the corner, nice celebration, goes over to the girls' team. I think he's looking for a homecoming date over there, but he comes back to the field, and that's a 2 for 2. So very nice ball. I just love accuracy is power. Younger players, take note of that penalty kick. Never left the ground, moderate pace, accuracy is power as it nestles into that side netting. So many inexperienced players will just boom a penalty kick and it goes over. Just well placed. Even if the goalie guessed that side, it still would have gone in. So it's 2-2 now. With the couple of rough breaks that the Wildcats have had, I'm just proud this team has had a 2-2 tie. It shows a lot of good fight by the team. Speaking of a tie, JV earlier today tied at 1-1. The 9A team was at 4-4. The 10 team and the 9B teams play tomorrow. This is about the 7th call that's in the corner. That isn't quite a corner kick. McCall will be taking the in-swinger. Moreno's there, and Witt gathers it in. It'd be nice to see a quick release to Moreno. Something not to be lost here is the Wildcats are playing a player down this entire time. So good showing of heart by these Wildcats. Mitchell letting it roll out, knowing that this crown is bigger than a prince's crown on this field. All right, goes, Morales trying to make the quick turn. Mitchell, Morales gathers it. Caparelli, quick touch. Looks like a little futsal early pass to the flank, and it's a boom to the outside by the Royals. All right. Caparelli will be taking the ball here, throwing it in to Caputo, back to Caparelli, to Caputo. Look, good fake on the service, on the ball, and we earn a Wildcat corner kick. All right, let's see what we got here. Who's the big head? Who's got the tall head? So much of these corner kicks are, how hungry are you? Jack Bland will be taking it. It's a short corner. All right, they play it in. I'm not sure if the Wildcats are ready, but it's over to the flank. far line. Ball's in. Pass. Oh, my goodness. Caputo just misses it. Just misses it for a goal kick. Oh, my Lanta. I think if he would have gone in with the left foot, that might have gone in, but it all happened so quickly. All right. The Austin Williams yellow card, which sent him out of the game, which caused a penalty kick. He gets to go back in, and Dominic Cuoco comes back out. Quick serve by Dominic. Second time in this game, a backup goaltender comes in only to be facing a penalty kick right away. Definitely not a goaltender's favorite position to be in. All right, coming down, Colin Roberts gets pushed, is trying to get back up, gets recovered. Oh, Paddleford pushes another player. We continue on. Back to the blue. Whoa, finally the Wildcats. All right, settle it down, Caputo. Very nice to Morales, out to the flank. All right, good run by Bland, showing. All right, back to Frost. Bland slowing the game down. I appreciate that. Just getting a little possession. Well, I haven't been super impressed with some of the first touches and where the passes are going. Very impressed with the composure of these Wildcats to be battling in a 2-2 game, playing a man short. It's good job, good fight. All right, the whole world calls it Wildcat ball, and Kamani never calls it, but head referee Connor Tobin calls. All right, to Moreno, gathered by Caputo, see to the outside. All right, pass it early. And he continues to dribble. He's bringing it in. And an ambitious shot that bends out, but Bland gets it, touches it in. Oh, for a goal kick. Bland, another nice ball early on. Wow, that was very nice. Morales coming in, and just a nice quick touch. That's what we like to see, just a touch here, touch there, and get a shot off. 18 minutes left. Wildcats getting a little bit of swagger here, even with a man down. All right, see what the blue can do here. All right, Mitchell. All right, the whole world, it calls offsides, and everyone saw it. But all right, here we go. Moreno to Caputo. Caputo bringing it in. Morales, quick turn. He's looking for Bland. No, goes to Frost. Frost goes to Bland and back. I like that early ball by Bland. All right, Caputo doesn't quite get it, heads it, and Austin Williams gathers it in. All right, I like how the Wildcats are actually getting some passes going. Jack Bland has played whale of a game, just knows when to settle it in, knows when to do a quick pass. If he's going to pass, he passes it to Blue, not just kicking it. Witt gathers it in, throws it out to Owen Mitchell. Ooh, doesn't go to the ball. Picked off by Andrew McCall. Cron gets it. He's calling it's tipped. Edelstein says, no, it's a corner. So I assume it'll be in swing, left-footed kicker. All right. Aaron Mack will be taking a left-footed corner. We have guys on the post. Let's keep the guys on the post. All right, a punch and no red card. The ball touches the hands of the goalie. No red card. Caputo looking to sprint down. It goes out of bounds, and the referee doesn't know. And now we have two balls on the field. Now they're going, and we don't quite know what to do. The referee has lost control. There's another foul here. No one knows what ball is in play. We're losing control here. I assume the ball will be placed at midfield where it'll be done, but now we have an injury of Aaron McCall that went down. All right, we need a hard whistle in one of those instances. Now it'll be interesting what the restart was. We had another one of these earlier on in the game. So no cards, no foul, and we're going to restart with a throw-in for the Royals. Yet there's a man down. Oh, no, we're not restarting. Now quick conference with Connor Tobin, with Josh Edelstein here in the corners, seeing what's going on. So I if I had to guess, I'm going to say it's going to be a restart Royals at midfield. There's a foul, but the ball boys threw it in, and then a throw-in was occurred. But bottom line is the well, we're still not quite sure what's going on, but Josh Edelstein, Connor Tobin talk, and we guess we're just going to restart with a throw-in. That was a lot of commotion with no call, no players talked to, and glad everyone's healthy. All right, everyone's healthy, strong, no injuries. All right, looks like it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in in.
Woodbury, Lee Parker, Ryan Mackin.
Foul on Moreno. It'll be a free kick. All right, Caparelli, that District 196 education, working on how to count to 10. Paddleford will be taking the kick. It'll be a left-footed kick. I would be guessing he's trying to put this far post. Nope, serves it in as a pass. Heads down. Good clear by Frost. Gathered in by Michaels. Ball on the ground to the flank. Paddleford once again. Getting held by Mitchell. Tobin does see it. Okay, and I think that extra effort by Mitchell on the ball will get him a yellow card. All right, there was a yellow card on that play to Owen Mitchell. Looks like Jack Riley coming in for him, or let's see here. Nope, Carlos Melgar. Edelstein coming out to give him the 10. Good job by Edelstein as an AR. Many times some of these inexperienced ARs don't realize you can enter the field and help out the center referee. Josh is a very experienced official. And that's way up and over. Josh Edelstein, experienced official, actually was a goaltender here at Wildcats and was also the field goal kicker for the Wildcats. That was a good 9 years ago. Graduate of University of St. Thomas, spends his summers officiating many of the summer tournaments here. So Jake Witt be taking the kick. All right, who do we have coming on the field today? And Owen Mitchell's back in after getting his disciplinary yellow card. You have to come out, comes back in. Coach obviously likes what he's seeing from Owen on this field. All right, free kick Wildcats. All right, about 14 minutes to play. I'd like to see a little bit of creativity here. Instead of just kicking it as far as you can, maybe have a shorter option, keep it blue, but just kick it in and it's all right, blue, and then it goes to white, and I guess we gained 25 yards on the play, but we lost possession. All right, Owen Mitchell gets the ball. Caputo goes down. Looks like he got a knee in the quad or something. Once again, the Wildcats are playing a player down, so I'm quite impressed that they're hanging in there. You got to go to the ball. It goes out. Caputo goes from having some quad injury, battling that ball, earning a corner. I'm not quite sure Caputo's fit to be on the field right now, but I don't think the coach can really see what's going on. Nope, I think he does. He's getting Emilio ready to get back in the game. Herrera's checking in for a sub, but who knows how many subs it'll take to get him in this game. All right. It's the in-swinger corner. All right, it'll be in-swinger corner, and it looks like they'll be rushing in. Rushing in, ball served. Easy save by Austin Williams, right into his hands. All right, let's see if we can settle this. Doesn't we settle it to the white? The Royals kick it early. Cron gets it back, battles it. Whoa, it all worked out. Moreno gets it, Caparelli inside and back. Very nice 1-2 combo. Well, he has no one. Caparelli's all by himself with 5 players. Holds up, poor guy. He eventually looked for Bland running on the outside, but couldn't quite get it to him. All right, and another call against Morales. All right, 12 minutes to play in this initial boys varsity game. First game for Coach Tim Foley. All right, ball's going to the corner. Drops in. Frost gets manhandled. They finally call it. Jake is a strong kid, so when you see him pulled that hard, you know it's a strong opposition, but Joseph Hale from Woodbury just yanked on him. All right, big kick by Frost. Up and over, gathered in by the Royals, played outside. All right, what's been real nice is that the Royals really haven't established any possession this second half. They've just kind of been scrambling. All right, we have a host of subs coming in for the Wildcats. 3 of them, and Bland will be going out. Loberg will be coming in for him. Herrera's coming in. Caparelli's going out. This is the first check-in by Caden Rainford. He'll be playing up top here. I believe this is the first time for Caden this year. All right. Foley wanting to see. His philosophy is put a lot of guys on this varsity lineup, see what he's got. As a first-year coach who's really just kind of started, it takes a while to know what all the players can do. Morales gets away with one there, gets the ball back, puts it a shot, rolls to the keeper. Easy pickup by Austin Williams. Good job by Morales fighting through that. A little bit of a jersey grab got away with, but he was able to get that ball and get one on the frame. I always appreciate it when, similar to Jack Bland's goal, a player being disciplined just to get it on the frame. I like that. I'd rather than just a wild kick back. Play back to the keeper who cannot pick it up with his hands. Pressure on that. Puts it out to midfield. Brought in. Royals playing it nice on the flank. Mitchell sees it. Heads it out of bounds to get help. All right. Seems like all the nervousness of the guys has settled down now. Again, oh, coming out, it's a header. Witt lets it go, and it's a goal kick for the Wildcats. These 2 schools will play in girls soccer following this match. It's always so nice. My apologies. It looks like they are warming up to play Blake. Same colors as Woodbury. It's always nice to have a double header, and girls can kind of see the guys play. Guys usually stay after see the girls play, and it's a foul that he's calling. Hard whistle. And now, yep, stopping the kick. Parker Bryan wanted to make sure that a kick wasn't taken. Herrera is going to be taking the kick. Now here's where a nice little 5-yard pass might work, but instead we kick it down, it goes right to the keeper. Like to see a little bit more possession by the Wildcats in that. It's just so easy. Oh, back to the goalie who almost goes in the goal. Pressure by Morales. Oh, this is where I said earlier, I mean, with heavy pressure on that goalie gets rattled. That was a surprise playback. I haven't seen that in a while. Oh, ball gets Herrera. Injury. Tobin calls it. All right. All right, maybe this will be a 5-yard pass. Let's not just boom it, guys. Let's all right, well, it looks like we're going to boom it. Sebastian Moreno kicks it. All right, goes White. See, the other thing on those long balls, if the Royals get it, it's ahead and basically goes back 15 yards. So, in essence, it's just a 5-yard kick. All right, heavy attention there on the near sidelines. Mitchell sees it. Smart play, gets it thrown out, takes an extra 7 yards for the effort. All right, Morales, little handsy there. I'm guessing they're going to call it. They actually call obstruction there. Oh, nope, calls a throw in. No, they do call a kick. I am not seeing the game the way Tobin's seeing it tonight. Starting with the punch early on. All right. Herrera's going to curl it in. Oops, a low ball. Caden gets a foot on it. Kind of a incongruent kick there. Gathered in by Austin Williams. All right. Just under 7 minutes left in the game. Goes out to the flank for the Royals. Oh, can't quite gather it in. Asher Kelly kicks it out. It'll be a Wildcat throw-in. Subs will be coming on. Jack Bland, the goal scorer of the first goal, will be coming back in for Emilio Herrera. I got to say, the second half it's been a little bit better possession. I mean, being a man down, no one's been going free. Other than that goal off that corner kick, it's been pretty decent. All right, good job. Good team defense blocking it in, but the Royals come out. Witt comes out. Both hands on that ball. And it's going to be a clearing punt. And it goes right to the Royals. Gathered in. All right, Caden, push it to the outside. We're going inside a little too much. Right back to the Royals. We're numbers down. It's 4-on-3, and it's a hard shot. Great save by Jake Witt. Wow. Scary ball to give up on that defensive third. Thankfully, Paddleford couldn't quite get enough mustard on that one. Just tipped on to the outside. So it'll be, they're going to do an outswinger corner here. We have got guys on a near post, far post. Curls out, header. Witt hits it. It's off the football post, so it should be a corner kick. Should be a corner kick. Yep, good call by Edelstein. The assistant referee saw that. Went off the football uprights. So good call by Josh Edelstein. So this will be an in-swinger here. Aaron McCall will be in-swinging. Left foot. Once again. Nice. Guy in the post. Witt gathers it in. All right, it's good release. Goes to Woodbury. Working that side again. So looking to beat Mitchell. Mitchell's keeping it honest. Gets a foot on it. Nice block. Takes Gavin Lee, shadows him, jockeys him right to the corner. Another corner kick with just over 4 minutes remaining. And, of course, it'll be the Aaron Mackel corner. In-swinger. All right, guys on the near and far post. Low ball, dangerous, goes out. All right, got to be careful on that. No heavy foul there. Good job by Jacob Frost. Goes to the corner. It's going to be going out. It's a goal kick. Good job by assistant referee Edelstein. Another two-subber situation here for the Wildcats. Carlos Melgar, number 4, is coming in. Emilio Herrera is coming in. Caden Rainford will be checking out. Evan Loberg will be checking out. So Once again, the Wildcats are still playing one man down. Lights are on here at Wildcat Stadium. Beautiful night. All right, see if we can settle it down. Moreno, ball right up top. Kind of a free ball to the Royals. Inside. Turn. Good. We need better pressure up top there. We need to put pressure on the backs. We have enough guys, and Foley's been subbing. You got to work hard up there. As they call it in hockey, a little bit of forechecking. Make sure those outside backs are really good with the one-touch, two-touch. All right. And it's an ambitious cross. Doesn't quite happen. Quick release by the Royals, counterattack. They should really be running the Wildcats, being a man down, but Foley has, oh, and it's called offside. Edelstein once again right on that. All right. All right, Wood is leaving the ball. There's just under 2 minutes remaining here in this game. Said early in the broadcast that the Wildcats would be pressuring the defense. We certainly have enough guys. Like to see a little bit more aggression on the forwards, really testing those outside backs. We even had a situation where they played one to the keeper inside 4 yards. Keeper wasn't even there. All right, great chance for Herrera. Goes to Bland, takes the shot. Oh, goes, great shot. I appreciate Bland looking for that. That's his second shot. The first one went in. Second one's a little similar. Owen Mitchell can't quite get a foot on it. Comes back. Good team defense. Crosses it in. Jacob Frost heads it out. Gathers it in. Under 1 minute. They better not call a PK on that. Thank you. It crosses it in. This is dangerous. Ball's there. Witt lets it go out. It calls it a corner. 45 seconds left. The Royals are attentive to the clock. Once again, as I said, here's where it becomes a spectator's appreciation that we actually know how much time is left. Oh, the ball goes into the Royals. Serves it back in at the 8 yards. Ball shot, and they score. Wait, calls. Wait. He's not. Clock is stopped. Clock was stopped and a foul was called with the headset. I cannot hear any whistle. My apologies. Thankfully, Edelstein saw something. A penalty kick was called prior to the kick. Very unusual. It's been a while since I've seen a game with 3 penalty kicks in it. But he blew the whistle before the shot was made. Number 10, Devin Paddleford will be taking it. Jake Witt, his second kick. Paddleford left-footed, goes, hits it upper corner. It's 2-3 for the Royals with 23.5 seconds left. Paddleford, the left foot, just nuzzles it up in the upper 90. Subs are coming in. 23.5, a rule change recently that you actually can score on the kickoff. I'm doubting that we're going to be going for it, but clearly the Wildcats are acknowledging that they need a goal here in under 24 seconds, as even Jacob Witt is just 20 yards away. It looks like a NFL offsides kick here. All right, Sebastian Moreno subs off. Wow, that was Cron kicks up a looper, headed by the Royals, bounces back in, 15 seconds left, serves it to Bland, and it kicks out. Witt is out there, 8 seconds. He's offside. He was offside, and he called it. Thank you, Josh Edelstein, AR2. And that's the ball game. All right, and it turns out the Wildcats dropped this one, the inaugural game of Tim Foley. Many good years and games to come. This one was 2-3. You know, in summary, the Wildcats, I mean, after getting a automatic red card called within that first 5 minutes was on Captain Luke Anderson. I did not see the red card at all. That it's very uncommon to have a red card called on a keeper. He went up with both hands, punched the ball away clearly. I called it a great play. But then from there, they had to rely on backup tender Jacob Witt, who came in to defend 2 penalty kicks. He played a solid game. Wildcats, you know, the shape of the team, meaning the form and function, didn't quite play as wide as I would expect to see them play in upcoming games. But you know, that second half it looked a little bit better. I think also Tim Foley makes use of these non-conference games to really understand who has the capabilities, who's working well with whom. You know, I think he played over 20 guys tonight, which gave guys a lot of good looks. So I expect him to be finding who his starting lineup really is. It'll be interesting with that red card. That means Luke Anderson will be setting out on Saturday against Roseville. But we will be back for that game. So the Wildcats dropped their first game 2-3 in Tim Foley's inaugural game. He's actually getting an explanation from the center referee, and the center referee is showing that he's throwing an arm down. Not quite what we saw up here, but obviously he called it, and Connor Tobin is an experienced referee, so he must have seen something none of us saw. But it is a new era in Wildcat boys soccer, something to be looking forward to, and we will see you on Saturday.